family, I'm unofficially declaring as the 51st state of America, and yes, I am your unelected governor. And that's Steve dressed up as the Statue of Liberty. If I'd have known it was a toga boy. Tonight we're going to be chatting to all of the contestants, the judges, Lauren Laverne, John Barrowman, Lulu and James Corden. It is a celeb fest for you hungry viewers at home. But now let's go and chat to a man whose face I, for one, would like to see up on Mount Rushmore. It's Dermot O'Leary. Yeah, good. You enjoy the show?
Oh, good quality tonight, wasn't it?
Amazing quality. I think you can feel the semi-finals in the air, can't you?
Absolutely.
So, looking forward to seeing Britney later.
Oh, yeah.
Favourite Britney song?
Oh, I like Toxic.
Oh, me too. I've got a dance routine for Toxic.
And I like the slow one that goes... Dun, dun, dun,
Sing it a bit louder, Dermot.
Every time we do... That one.
What do you reckon? Next year's finalist, I'm thinking. Dermot O'Leary, everybody. Right, now let's go chat to the 4 apples in the X Factor Eye. It's our judges. Round of applause for our judges. No. Right, first of all, I've got to ask you, what did you think of Dermot O'Leary singing just then?
Appalling.
Appalling. I thought you might say
that.
OK, a big emotional night tonight. Lots of tears all round.
And the contestants.
And Simon. Why do you think that was? What's going on tonight? Is it just that emotional semi-final sort of looming?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's got to the stage now where everyone's so amazing, nobody feels safe anymore.
Yeah.
And you know, there was 2 songs, so there was a lot of pressure, the first song, then the waiting and all of that, so I think they all did amazing considering.
It was carnage in the corridor.
Carnage in the corridor? What do you mean?
Oh, they were lying down crying after the first songs.
Did you have to go and scoop them all up?
No.
No, not me.
But they were.
It did seem like, particularly some of the guys who struggled in their first song, such as JLS, then came back out and turned it around completely.
Absolutely.
Louis, do you think it was the choice of song the first time round?
It's very hard for boys to sing Britney songs, Simon. I did hear Simon singing in the shower a lot. Hit me, baby, one more time. Anyway, but I heard him sing it.
How did you hear that, Louis? That's what I
I've heard him sing it, and he's a dreadful singer. I'm not singing for you.
When were you in the shower?
I heard him next door. I'm in the room next door to him, so I hear him singing.
Yeah, Louis, go on.
But anyway, it was a very emotional night. Alexandra stole the show. Without a doubt, Alexandra stole the show.
She was just
She was absolutely. And she deserves to be in the final. Love her, love her, love her. But JLS came back on their second song, and I hope they get the vote.
Now, there's been a lot of bickering about dancing, not dancing, performing. There was this talk about Diana not bringing out dance routine, doing the same thing every week. What is that? You know, I thought that as an artist, what you're good at. I mean, I'm not sure. Is this something?
I agree.
So if Madonna just stood there, or Britney just stood there, or Kylie,
totally different artists.
to have the X Factor, you must be able to do everything.
Not
You must
at
be
all.
able to move. You can't just stand there.
Well, you wouldn't say, well, if that's the case, you could go to, say, Mariah Carey wouldn't dance, Whitney Houston wouldn't necessarily
But they do,
dance.
but they do
But they
dance.
don't, because that's what they do. They sing. They sing.
It's about performance, and the performance is what they give, you know, whether they're just walking across the stage, working the audience. You've either got it or you don't.
Imagine Louis managing Frank Sinatra. Well, you know, not sure, Frank. You know,
My
can we
way.
do a bit of dancing?
I do it my way, Simon.
Oh, no way. Well done. Simon, you did mention tonight that you kind of mentioned this thing again about if it was a competition for personality, blah, 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 then you'd get through, or that if it was just purely down to talent, then somebody like Alexandra would definitely get through. Are you worried that we're going to see great singers going out again? Is that why you mentioned that?
Well, we've already lost a great singer when we lost Laura because she had a rubbish song that week.
Right.
But that's why she went. It wasn't because she was a bad singer.
It's not, it's because you voted her off.
Well, she was in the bottom two.
You voted her off.
She was in the bottom two.
Okay.
You don't vote people off if they're in the top two. She was just about sums you up, doesn't it?
Honestly, Holly,
Childish.
I've had
So
just...
the point is, going back to your question,
Go on.
I wanted to mention that about Alexandra because sometimes it's easy to vote for just the popular people or to think that they're safe. And I have to say, that performance tonight, and I've done a lot of these shows, was one of the great performances I've ever heard.
From Alexandra. It was awesome. Well, listen, guys, good luck to all of you. You don't have to make any decisions tonight, so just enjoy it. The judges, everybody. Well, that's how they feel, but what about our final 5? How did they feel the moment they stepped off that stage? Take a little look at this.
This was the most passionate and emotional performance I've given so far. because I don't want to go home, and I want to stay.
We're very, very grateful, that Simon gave us, better comments than the last time. We dedicated the song to our mums, so hopefully it really came across that we really felt and meant every word.
The judges said that I should be in the final, but it's not about what the judges think. It's all about what the public think, and I really hope they keep me in. So I'm really grateful, but man, please vote.
My first performance wasn't good at all. I knew it wasn't good. I could feel it in myself. On my second one, I knew I had to go out and I knew I had to go for it. And I did, and I'm just so happy. I would love to do it again and again.
I'm just so upset because I was just so nervous, and I just keep comparing myself to everyone in this competition, which, like all the other girls, and it just really, really getting me down. And I'm so glad that I went up there and I enjoyed myself. I really, really did, and hopefully we'll see what happens. It's just loads of stuff being bottled up for ages, yeah, and I'm just pleased.
Some interesting stuff there, but now I'm here with Evie and Brian. Big round of applause to you because you both had a fabulous night. Brian, you got congratulated on Owen's performance. Alexandra, you must have been so proud of her, right?
No, I was. She had big shoes to fill. And it's scary because the shoes are backstage. So I know she was totally scared, but she rocked it out. I was really proud of her. And Owen, I mean, he was kind of, stunted from that first performance. So I'm glad he came back strong and owned it.
They certainly came back fighting. Now, the judges were all impressed with the vocal abilities tonight. Did you agree with them? Do you think they was as strong as what they were saying?
Yeah, I think everyone struggled a little bit in the first song, and I knew, so obviously I knew what they had up the sleeve for the second performances, and some of those second performances were, as Simon said, outstanding. From any year that we've seen, there were some really, really incredible ones. I was so proud of them. Tears down my face.
I know, I was crying. My husband was crying. We were all crying upstairs. It was an emotional night.
Even Simon, I think, was near to tears in one of those.
I know, and that takes a lot, doesn't it? All right, well, listen, guys. Brian, we're going to be chatting to you later on, aren't we? So thanks very much, Evie and Brian. Right, it is now time for a break. But when we return, we're going to be chatting to the contestants, Lauren Laverne, Lulu, John Barrowman, James Corden, and there's another chance for you to win X Factor tickets. Not just any X Factor tickets, tickets to the final on the 13th of December. Have a look at this. This week, we're giving one lucky viewer with a chance to win an iPod Touch, a portable DVD player, a Nintendo DS game, this One Touch Record camcorder, plus a pair of tickets to the X Factor final. And there's even more, because every time you enter the competition, you'll be automatically entered into our huge X Factor draw at the end of the series to win a Credit Crunch busting £50,000. For your chance to win, watch this clip and guess the missing word.
Yeah, you and me, we can ride on a star. If you stay with me, girl, we can rule the world.
Call 090 49 59 69 79. Calls cost £1 from BT landlines. Calls from other networks may be higher, and from mobiles will be considerably more. Or text your answer to 84066. Text costs £1 plus one standard network rate message. Digital, cable and satellite viewers can enter by pressing their red button now, or enter online for free at itv.com. Entrants must be 18 or over, and lines close at 6 p.m. on Saturday the 6th of December. Entries made after the closing time won't be counted, but they still be charged. Good luck. Welcome back to the Extra Factor. Now, if you're sat at home worried and anxious by tonight's events and wanting to get in touch, and you're experiencing symptoms such as nausea and headaches, are you male? Then it's man flu. Enough of all that, I've got no sympathy. Alternatively, don't overreact. Instead, get in contact with us. We are fully equipped and qualified to handle all your X Factor symptoms. Just text studio plus your name, location and comment 87103. Text costs 25p plus one standard network rate. We can't show them all, but if you've got a question to ask our judges or the contestants, you can email us at itv.com/X Factor and follow the instructions. But now I have some good news, as I'm about to deliver a dose of the finest medicine that money can't buy. 100% guaranteed to cure absolutely no major ailment. It's the X Factor finalists! And look, only 5 acts left. This feels so weird. And look, we kind of blend in with JLS, which I'm quite like. So, an exciting night. I think it's actually been an exciting day all day today. There's been a bit of a buzz in the studio, and I just wanted to know, from your point of view, why do you think that was? Is it the Britney? Is it the semi-finals? Is it, wow, what is it? Diana?
don't know, it's everything merged into one, I think. I mean, Britney, it's like Britney mad.
Britney mania.
I know, and it's like so tense, but it's like really exciting now, and we know that it's in the semi-finals and the finals, and it's just like buzz in the air. It's like Christmassy, but X-Factory.
Because Owen, you even nearly had a little well up at one point, didn't you?
Yeah, no, everyone is so good, and there's not a bad performance in anybody. It's just going to be so hard to see.
Is it just the pressure, or is it the emotion?
It's both together, you know. Just everyone is fantastic, and you just don't know who's going. The pressure is so high.
Now, JLS, I bet you're glad that we suddenly have changed it and we've got 2 performances tonight, aren't you?
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I felt sorry for you. I mean, Aston, I know you in the first show, you were just like, a little bit speechless. I was worried.
Yeah, you know how it is. It's
just gutted.
You felt not, you know what I mean? The song felt good, but I don't know, the judges obviously didn't see it that way, so it was just a bit like...
I think tonight you can see how much it means to everybody, you know. It's not a joke. The 5 of us here want this so much, but also genuinely, you know, we do want it for each other. We just was all over there a minute ago and had a bit of a huddle and said, you know, at the end of the day, we're all winners, regardless of what happens. You know, and we're all so different, and, you know, we're with 4 other fantastic artists, and whatever happens tonight happens, and, you know, everyone's going to be fine.
Yeah. Ruth, you started the show, you had a tough job, but you had amazing comments tonight.
Thanks. I can't believe it. That's what I can say.
You always say this, believe it, it's happening.
Really, all week I've been saying, guys, we're in the last 5. It's like looking at everyone.
No, it's madness, isn't it?
It's crazy.
Alexandra, you had me in tears in my dressing room. Makeup artist going, don't run your mascara. I mean, that was like, was it this song? What was it? What made it so emotional for you?
Well, that was always originally my saving song if I was ever in bottom 2.
I remember
And
that.
I sang it in Judges, and I always listened to that song and said to myself, I could never even attempt it until Cheryl gave it to me at Judges' House, and I was like, oh my God, I can actually try and sing the song. And to have the privilege to sing it, I just felt honoured because I absolutely love Beyonce, and it was just an emotional thing for me because I've gone through so much as everyone else has here as well, and to be able to project it through music.
Well, you were incredible. All of you are incredible tonight. A big old round of applause. It was definitely a tough competition, but hark, listen, can you hear that, my friends? No, not that. The other one. Aha! Sounds to me like the cool we all know and love, the cool of Contestiators.
This week, it's the classic life throwing challenge. The best sketch wins.
JLS Contestiators ready!
Brooke Lorenzo ready! Diana ready!
I'm gonna win, and Alex is gonna win.
Posing for our Contestiators is veteran model Kane.
Don't know what to do.
They'll need a steady hand and iron nerve for this challenge. 3, 2, 1. And they're off. Almost. Some are starting with the head, some with the arm, and others have gone straight into tackle. Ken's tricky outline. Oh dear, it looks like JB has slipped into some kind of trance. With the masterpieces complete, it's time to go back to the studio for the results.
Slightly disturbed by all of that, but now it is time to judge it. I'm here with Smart's Kirsten O'Brien, everybody! Right, you're very qualified to do this, so let's just pick out some. What sort of grabs your attention here?
What I like is the fact the guys have really concentrated on the detail on the fireplace, clearly not wanting to get involved. Oh, was there a man there? Was he naked? Oh, I didn't notice. Look at the detail there on that
I'd
fireplace.
rather that be details than
and
something
there
else,
as well. Yeah, although JB did attempt an area there, looking like a faucet, a little bit like a bath tap.
Lots of detail there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the girls. Do they vary from the boys quite a lot?
Well, they put in a little more work, a little bit more detail. Diana's got some shading on the go there. Alexandra sort of came out a bit womanly, yours, I thought there.
Man boobs.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
So I'm going to ask you now, who is your favourite?
For me, it has to be Ruth. Looks a little bit like Alan Bennett, but the shading there, the detail, I mean, it's exquisite.
Well then,
all
Kirsten,
that really
we
is.
have ourselves a winner. I'm going to go present the award. A round of applause for Kirsten, please. Well done, Ruth. Well done. This is coming to you, Ruth. Ruth, the winners of Kick the Secret this week. Well done. Very good. Obviously knows her way around a naked man very well. Well done, Ruth. Right, settle down, everybody. It is now time to make a big decision. There are only 5 acts left, but only 2 of you have yet to face the home truths, VT. Diana and Owen, it could be you. Grow up. Right, could we have a split screen, please? Let's have a little look. Could we have maybe a little bit of tension music? Thank you. And maybe a little bit of moody lighting. That would be nice. Right, Diana, Owen, Diana, Owen. Diana, it's you! Yes! Yeah! Okay.
Hi, Diana. Late again? Come on, we're missing you in the choir practice.
Everybody at West Erm School thinks you're absolutely great. We're delighted that now you're doing really what you want to be doing, and we're praying that you win and that you'll go on to make a great career.
Simon Cowell said that he liked you because you went to another stage school, Annie. But Diana, we know your secret past.
Totally inspirational. The younger ones are trying to emulate your success. They have 700 girls and all their families voting for you. So all I can say, Diana, is I'm so proud of you.
For once, I'm not going to tell you to tidy your hair or put your shoes on. All I want to say is you're doing fantastically well. We're all very proud of you. You've got a beautiful voice, and there's no reason why you can't win the X Factor.
Diana's got the extra factor!
Look how tidy your room is, Diana. I haven't seen it like this for ages.
Hi Diana, it's Big Sis here. I am a little bit mad because I keep watching the programme and thinking, that's my outfit, those are my shoes, that's my top.
Well, when we see you on television, we just bubble over with pride, and it's just fantastic.
I just want to tell you how proud I am of you. I love you so much, I really do miss you.
Well, you've always sung down as a little girl, and you have such a lovely voice. And I honestly think that you take after your granddad, and he'd be so proud of you. We love you loads, and just enjoy it. And let's hope it carries on.
There you go. You have those. It's always an emotional one, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't believe you did that, man.
But nice to have and keep, right?
But yeah, thank you for that.
Oh, well done, Diana. Right, now, something completely different. JLS, we received an email this week, and it was from Alice. Hello, Alice. And she says, hi, love the X Factor, most of all JLS. Although me and my friends do have a slight problem. We're not sure which one's the hottest out of JLS, because you have to admit, they're all mighty fine. So, yeah, that's our problem. I mean, personally, I like Marvin. Maybe they could do a challenge, although I'm not sure how you measure attractiveness of someone. I haven't got the faintest idea. Love you all. So, Alice, you've set us a little challenge here, and at X Factor HQ, we thought we'd better put this question to the test and find out once and for all who really is the fittest of them all.
Girls are going to come in and they're going to vote and see who they would like to take out on a date out of the 4 of us. Proper date.
JB.
Alicia. Good, I'm Marvin.
Hi. What do you prefer, blondes or brunettes?
Probably blondes. You have to be careful with JB because he's very, very sly with women.
What's your name? I'm Anna.
Wow. So what's your bra size? Wow.
Oh, Will. You got Arisha's number?
Whose?
Arisha's? Oh my god, I love you! I actually love you! I love you!
Do you not want to ask me questions before we...
Do you like Arisha? I love you!
Wow. Thank you, darling.
Thanks, take care. Okay, make sure you vote for us, yeah? Okay, like that. Okay, it's lovely to meet you. Okay, okay, like that.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Oh, you can stay for a minute. We've got 2 minutes. It was lovely to meet you.
And you.
You're such soft skin. It's great.
Bathe in milk.
You bathe in milk. Great stuff. What kind of milk? Semi-skimmed? Skimmed? Full fat or?
Look at these four. Yes, the votes are in, and like in a proper democratic election, we've had the results counted and verified by our official independent adjudicators. It's not real. Thank you very much, adjudicators. Drum roll, please. And the winner of the Speed Dating Challenge / Shivers the Sexiest member of JLS is Marvin! Well done, Marvin. So there you go, Alice. I hope we've sorted that out. Well done, guys. Okay, but now it is time to chat to 3 people who, thankfully for Marvin, aren't members of JLS, as they all are sex on legs and would probably have won the speed dating competition. It's Lulu, John Barrowman and Lauren Laverne, everybody. Squeaky, hello.
Hello.
Welcome. How lovely to see you all.
Thank you.
So, amazing show. Well done for picking one of the best nights to come down.
Awesome.
Lulu, let's start off with you first of all. Did you enjoy yourself?
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Although I have to say I've loved watching on the telly. You know, it's good to be there, but I think I love watching on the telly.
Do you think why? Do you think you get more of a feel for it?
I think it's a whole different thing out there. You get a bit sort of nervous and excited for them there, but at home, I think I can hear everything better. You know, being a singer, I'm very like, oh, I didn't hear that little bit, you know, in the studio.
I understand what you're saying. John, what about you?
I enjoy the atmosphere, the live audience and the crowd, but again, I do have to agree with Lulu because you listen differently at home because you hear it in greater detail. Also, I'm sitting on the sofa having a bag of crisps and having my feet scratched while I'm watching it.
Right, which sounds lovely.
It's a good night. It's a good night. But awesome show tonight. All of you were, pulled it out of the bag, and it was incredible. It was all good performances.
It's tough, isn't it? Because some weeks you kind of can almost second guess who might go home. You kind of go, well, they're a little bit weaker, so maybe it's them. But really now, when you look at them, Lauren, you can't pick between them, really.
Yeah,
it's a toughie, isn't it?
It's gonna be really hard. I mean, I know that on our row, we kind of had our favourite performances, and we agreed on a lot of the standouts, didn't we?
We did.
Yes.
But the thing is, the atmosphere here is so crazy. I've never been down to a live show before. I've always watched it at home. And it's kind of like being in the Colosseum in ancient Rome. There's this sort of like, weird kind of energy about it. So it makes it even harder to judge, I guess, sitting in the audience.
What about the emotions tonight? Were you expecting it to be?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I can just imagine. It's just tough. It's getting to the end, it's getting to the finals, it's really tense. And then the judges say things that are, not exactly flattering. To sing is a very emotional thing.
Yeah.
So I can just understand totally, but I'm sure they didn't want to do that in the front of the cameras, but it happens.
It happens.
And once it happens to one,
I know, then it always
like,
tears start to flow.
I almost went.
Alexandra's performance tonight. I mean, when she was in those
Amazing.
tears afterwards.
She's my favourite. You're my favourite.
Ah, there you go. John, do you think the boys had a tougher night because of the Britney songs?
Well, I kind of, they think they did, but I kind of tend to disagree with them because there's a lot of times you're given songs that you don't think it's right for you to sing them. I mean, I Know Him So Well on my current album, which is a duet by 2 women, and it works beautifully with 2 men. So I can understand their kind of trepidation about it, but I also think you have to push through it, and you did. All of you did what you could with the numbers you were given. They were tough ones for the boys.
But I agree with you.
Do you think Hear Me Baby One More Time was wrong for JLS?
I don't think it was right for you guys.
No, right.
I really don't think so. And I don't think the guys I don't think Owen got the right song either. I think some of the songs, the Britney songs, were limp.
Right.
I really think for you guys, and I know you only have a week and you have to listen to your mentor. It's tough. It's a tough call. But I think everyone who didn't do as well with the Britney made up for it. It was like, that's the great thing if you're going to be in this business. It's about recovery. If you can recover, you can carry on in this business, you can have a career. That's what I think.
Well,
She
brilliant
knows.
stuff. She
Lulu
does
knows.
know, exactly. Lauren, you've been in a band yourself, obviously. How does it compare for them compared to actually being out there and doing it, you know, night after night, day after day? What does that kind of...
Well,
Is it a similar experience?
I think it was very much in the indie world, so obviously a completely different thing to this type of gig. But, you know, I think it is, as Lulu says, it's about being able to do it whatever kind of mood you're in. You know, and I think sometimes people think on the show it is cruel because, you know, the judges say things or people knock you, but, you know, when it comes down to it, that's what this job is all about. And, you know, if your kind of first review in a music paper or in, you know, a tabloid will be a lot harder on you than Louis or Simon or anybody's ever going to be. So it's good training, really.
Did you fall?
I'm about... Please don't fall off, Lulu. We need you. What I do need to know, though, is somebody you think may go tonight. Just the name, because we're running out of time. Lulu?
One? Do you think just one name?
One name?
Well, I think it's possible. Well, there's only one that can go, but I think maybe because of the three beginning, sort of the Britney ones that weren't great, it's possible. It's just very possible that, you know, JLS could go. I hope not. Maybe
Thank you, Lulu.
Owen could go.
John?
Two that I think are JLS and Diana, and I think the one that'll go will be Diana.
Wow, okay, gosh, this is a tough panel. Lauren?
Yeah, I agree. I think it could be Diana tonight.
Well, we shall see.
Alexandra to win.
Okay, thanks, guys. Well, we'll catch up with you later in the results show. The panel, everybody. Ooh, that was a tough one, thank you. Now, viewers, there are only 2 weeks left on The Extra Factor, and I know what you're thinking. What on earth am I going to watch on a Saturday night once we've disappeared from your screens? Well, worry no more, my friends, because I think I found a replacement. I stress the I think part of that statement.
No.
No.
Sorry, Colin. Thank you.
Hello, Extra Factor. My name's Colin. I didn't make it through to boot camp.
Gonna break it loose, gonna keep 'em moving wild, gonna keep 'em swinging, baby. I'm a real wild child.
It just didn't work.
I first auditioned in Manchester and I told the judges about my forthcoming film.
What's the movie about?
It's about me. I sing 7 songs in the film.
Seriously?
Yes. Since you saw me on X Factor, the life of Colin has been released. I've yet to find a shot which is stocking my film, but I'm going to have a damn good look today and see if I can find it. Hello, have you got the life of Colin, please?
We haven't, I'm afraid. No,
Oh, sorry. Dear. Yeah, okay then. Well, a lot of people saw me on X Factor, and hopefully this film is going to be a success, and hopefully this will be watched by millions. Oh, okay.
Okay, Grandad. Any luck?
No.
Why don't you give this a try?
Why not?
Yes, Life of Colin. Yes, we do have a few copies, yes.
You do? Oh, that's wonderful. Please, could you hold it for me?
I don't think we'll sell out of that one. What's your name?
My name, Colin Hudgell. I'm a little bit gutted that the film has gone straight to DVD.
99p, please.
But I'm fairly confident that it will be a massive success.
I've got it, yeah! It's over, over.
Welcome back to The Extra Factor. Now, the other day, the producers turned to me and said, you know what, Holly? You've done a really good job with this presenting malarkey. We feel like we should reward you. Any celebrity you want to interview is yours. Really? I said, yes, they said. So the first name that I said was James Corden, and he's right here, right now. I do love my producers, especially Tim. Tim wrote this link. It's James Corden!
Really? No more excited than I am. Hi, how are you? Are you not a bit tempted to get changed? Oh, look at you two, like divas. Sorry.
James.
Yeah, oh, you two all lovely.
What do you mean, get changed? Do you not like what JLS are wearing?
No, because if they take that off, they're still all dressed in white, which is like, no, I like it, but I prefer the black. That's all.
You think the darker
black
look?
First one.
Maybe
yeah.
something like what you're wearing tonight?
Well, no, because I look like I've just come from like a sandwich shop or something. They need to look a bit more glamorous than that, but yeah.
You are wearing uber glam trainers, however.
This is true.
So
let's not forget that.
Yes.
They're a Christmas shoe.
They are a Christmas shoe. They're gorgeous. So I love it when people let you come on the show and you're real
X Factor fans, aren't you?
I'm 100% there every week. Yeah, it's hugely exciting.
So you've enjoyed this series a lot?
Oh, I've loved it. I've loved every minute. From minute one, I've got into it. You're actually getting changed. I love it. Yeah, from minute one, I've just been absolutely there in it. I've really loved it, and I think Dermot's brilliant. I think he doesn't get enough credit for what a great job he's doing on the show, and
he does.
The judges are great, and I almost want to. Me and my friends, when we watch it, judge the judges.
Do you?
Yeah.
Who would you, if you could have a mentor, if you could pick a judge to mentor you, who would you have?
Well, I'd like Simon, because you don't have to talk to him, because have you noticed he just asks and answers his own questions? he says things like, was it your best performance? No. Do I expect you to be here next week? Yes. Do I think you're a threat to the final? No. Like that. And you go, well, is that a question or just a statement? And then Louis, who just is so odd, he's so excited, like he's going to explode, just, you're going to be a star, you remind me of a young Barbie Darren, you're in the front, and then does this odd crap, which you just, that's how I clapped at school.
I know.
Do you remember how you clapped, like when you first found out what clapping was, you go, oh wow, and then you go, actually I look silly, I should do it like this, but he's still, you remind me of a young Barbie Darren, you're going to be in the final, I just can't sit still, why don't you dance? Oh God, like, it's just a bit much, you know. But also, and the Cheryl factor's amazing.
Oh, do you love the Cheryl? We all love the Cheryl.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
So let's talk about the contestants.
Yes.
Do you have a favourite? Who is it?
It's her.
Alexandra?
Yes.
So you must have been blown away tonight, because she was a bit special, wasn't she?
It's just ridiculous tonight. It really was. It was like it felt like one of those nights. I remember. I saw people always talk about Leona, it's odd, but I remember her not really talking about her at the start, and then she was suddenly amazing, and that's how it's felt in the last few weeks, I think, as a viewer with Alexandra. Both performances, but the second one in particular was one of my favourite songs.
Did you nearly shed a tear? Because we all did.
No, I'm not an idiot. You're still just someone singing a song. No, but you're a bit closer to them than I am. We only just met. However close in my head I am to Alexandra, however much I think, we could really, I think we could, yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think you could?
Because she needs to stop talking, and I never stop talking.
Right.
So she wouldn't be able to talk. I just make her laugh a lot and bring her tea.
You are a match made in heaven.
I was going to say.
I think he wanted more than a high five.
Not on telly. You should come on.
You can stay there. You can stay there. So you get to know each other, and you have a little look at the numbers you need to dance at both your favourites. Sorry. Shh. So those are the numbers you need to vote for. So we're alone.
We are.
I know. So now I can ask you properly.
Yeah.
Do you think anybody struggled tonight, or are you just like, everyone was amazing?
No, everyone wasn't amazing tonight. They really weren't. Like, everyone that's left is good. Everyone is good, and everyone has an ability to steal the show. That's the best thing about this year's X Factor, is you don't feel like someone's so
it's not one
far
race,
ahead that anyone in a moment can nick it and become a favourite. And tonight, that was Alexandra and Ruth, without question. They were the best.
Who do you think might go tonight?
It's tough, you know. I think Diana might struggle
You're not the first
tonight.
to say that
I really
it's funny,
do.
isn't it? Well, there's an example of a favourite going to somebody who might possibly go. So you don't know.
She's not progressed on the way that other people have. She's not got kind of kicked on, and the best people, the best performers are the people that make a moment out of every song.
Well, listen,
you know?
you're going to catch up with us in the results show, so we
can't
can
wait.
see if that prediction comes true. Okay.
So long as Alexandra doesn't go, we're all going to be fine.
She will be here all the way, I promise you.
Good.
Right, now, we saw Miley Cyrus perform earlier on, and I was lucky enough to go and have a chat with her. This is how we got on. Have a look. Now, as if the X Factor wasn't exciting enough, I'm now joined by Miley Cyrus, everybody. Happy times here on the Extra Factor. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Really good, really good. It's so lovely to meet you.
Thank you, you too.
Now, what do you think of shows like this, like the X Factor, these kind of reality contestant shows?
It's like a really good opportunity because the hardest part is getting used to being on stage. If I watch from my very first show and now I watch till now, I'm a completely different performer. So I think when you finally do get, you know, a deal or you do start doing concerts, you'll be a lot better because you've had so much practice. So it just gives you just a couple, you know, like free tries.
Now, you're only 15. We've got some young contestants, particularly Owen, in the competition. What advice would you give to him?
Every time they critique you, I think really take it in because you'll always get notes, and you've got to learn how to take those, and you need to learn how to take them without getting upset first. Because I would always get upset when people give me notes, and now it's really good that I'm able to take them because it makes me a better performer.
Now, Simon Cowell is obviously renowned for being a bit of a nasty judge.
Yes.
Because you say they should take on board the critique, but sometimes he can be really mean. I don't know what the best way to do it is.
I think always be respectful because he's still your judge and he's only trying to help, but there will always be a Simon in your life, no matter what you do, no matter what kind of job you have. You always have someone like that, and I think it's good because if you don't have someone that's not, I mean, you can have the best voice of all history, and there'll always be something that you can improve on.
Yeah,
and you never just want to be like, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. You need someone like Simon to tell you that you're not the best, that there's other things that you need to do. And sometimes he takes it a little far, but I think that's good because then you know what you can handle. It'll be better for you and you'll grow stronger as a person.
How do you stay so level-headed?
Well, I'm a really big nerd when I'm not on stage.
I love nerds. I think nerds are
the minute
really
I
cool.
get off stage, I get on my computer and like sit there and I do all these like movies and I do all these silly things. So I get just like realize that this world, I kind of like stepping out of it for a minute and doing things that normal kids do, or at least weird kids do.
So don't let that be your whole focus of life.
Yeah, don't let what you do for a living become your life. That's what I say.
That's very good advice. I like that.
Thank you. I just made it up in my head.
Yeah,
that's what I always say. But I just made it up.
It's good. I liked it. Well, listen, thanks so much for chatting with us. Miley Cyrus, everybody. So that's it from us. Make sure you join us after the break. We've got a whole lot more coming up. Welcome back to the Extra Factor, where we are now joined by a man called Brian. But he's not the Messiah or a very naughty boy. He's a choreographer and creative director. It's Brian Friedman. Now, before we discuss all things X Factor with him, let's take a look behind the scenes in the life of Brian. Thank you very much. I'm here till 11:30.
I'm Brian Friedman, and I'm the creative director and choreographer of The X Factor. Everyone knows what a choreographer is. Obviously, they make up the dance moves, but creative direction is a little bit different. Once the song is chosen, then a concept is made up. I think of all the concepts and the theme for whatever the routine is going to be.
Days of
Boy. Monday is the day that I do all of my choreography prep. I do it with my assistant at home, and we make up all of the routines and all of the staging. You're dangerous. Ooh. The dancers have 30 minutes on Tuesdays to learn the routine, and then the contestants come in, and that's it. I am with the contestants, teaching them everything. So every time you say dance with me, hair, whoa, cool, and taste. There you go, nice and strong. Whoa. And that's to make the whole stage explode. I don't have a lot of spare time, but in my spare time, what I like to do most is get pampered. Although it is relaxing being here, I still have to work. I have to find 6 dancers, and I have to find them now. Right, stop. So we're gonna be with him. Be on there, yeah? Yeah. Friday's the day that we're in the studio. It's the first time we step on the stage. It's very different when you get up there and you don't have a mirror. I may want you to turn in a circle. Okay. Don't be up to her so soon. That's where you need to be back more. Saturday morning, we do the dress rehearsal, so it never stops.
Oh, a very, very busy boy. There's no doubt about that. So, we are nearly in the semi-finals. What has been your favourite performance?
Ooh, there's so many to choose from. I love Candyman from Alex. That's one of the iconic moments, I think, from this season. Yeah. I also love Ruth Angels. We just saw that.
Oh, with the big wings?
Yes.
That was so clever.
I loved it. I don't know if Simon loved it so much, but I loved it.
He hates stuff like that.
I think Relight My Fire, though, has to take the top. Just because
Alexandra
I think
again.
that's the time when Alexandra, I think, showed, and she showed up as a true artist. I felt like I was watching someone who'd been in the industry and been in the game for a long time, and that's what they would do if it were their video or if they were on an award show. I just think she owned it.
So settle this argument with me then. Do you think a real artist is someone that can do everything, perform, sing, dance, and just do that kind of real show?
I do. I definitely do. You know, they say that Diana hasn't done anything like that. Diana did call me earlier, and she was sitting for the first part, but she did stand up. I don't think dancing needs to mean dance steps. I just think it means entertaining and performing. So I think up-tempo is what some of the judges would like to see when they say more movement.
Okay, not so good performance. Least favourite?
What stands out to me the most is Diana's Yellow, and I am a Diana fan. I love her, but the song changed last minute. And the song that she was doing was such a good performance for me, and it was just her nerves got shot last minute. Whenever there's a change like that, your nerves go, you're not confident with the song, and everything falls to pieces. She looked beautiful, but she didn't sound beautiful.
Okay, who would you most like to work with again once all of this is over?
I sound like a broken record. Alexandra, Ruth, JLS. I love JLS. They're so quick. It seems like Louis makes so many changes for them throughout the day. You know, things don't work, vocals change, things change, and they're so quick with it. They learn new staging like the second before they go on stage.
They're really professional, aren't they, the boys? They kind
are.
of just seem like they have been together for years, really.
Yeah, and I hope they don't go tonight. You know, they had a rough one with their first song, and I'm just hoping that people actually vote for them because I want to see them stay in, give some variety.
Now, it is Britney night tonight, and you've worked with Britney in the past. She's a mate of yours, isn't she?
Yeah.
And you choreographed and wrote the video for Toxic.
Yes.
How on earth do you begin about doing something like that? Because it's such an iconic song.
Britney was in Japan, and she called me, and she was about to fly back to the States, and she said, I want you to think of a concept for this video. And so I listened to it. The song was sent to me, and it sounded kind of 60s to me, so I wanted to make her into this spy that was dressed as all different characters.
I loved it.
And it just worked. She loved the concept, and it all kind of went together. But that shot with the diamonds all over her body, that was her idea.
Oh, I love that idea. And I love the fact you coined this move.
Yes, yes. Well, you know what? No. That was a little tribute to Madonna, because Madonna did the cone pulls first.
So that's Britney's cone?
Yes, because, you know, Madonna is a huge idol of Britney, so we paid homage.
Okay, so one name tonight that stood out for you. Who do you think is going to be there?
Again, the broken record. Alexandra. She's incredible.
I tell you what, she seems to be impressing people week in, week out, doesn't she?
She hasn't had a bad performance. Ever.
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 She's been consistent.
Consistent through auditions.
Okay, well, look, thank you so much for chatting with us. Good luck with the next few weeks. Brian Friedman, everybody, thank you. Right, now I've got a whiz over there because all of the contestants should be here. Let's go and get them. ITV1 are about to come on air. Guys, we had an email earlier on that said, if you didn't win, if you did win, who would you like to share your crown with? So I'm going to ask you that, Alexandra. Ruth. You'd like to share with Ruth? Yes. Girls together. Yes. Okay, Diana?
Owen.
with Owen. Would you now? Stop that. Owen?
Diana.
Alexandra.
Alexandra, you would? All of you boys share it with Alexandra?
Yeah, everyone, you know. But yeah, Ruth as well. Totally incredible.
One of the ladies. Ruth, who would you like to share it with?
My best friend, Alexandra Berg.
You girls have got so close, haven't you, during this?
Yeah, we love each other. It's crazy.
They just love each other, girl love. Well, listen, good luck to all of you. You guys need to switch over to ITV1 right now where Dermot O'Leary is waiting. Somebody is going to go tonight, so straight after that, join us back here on ITV2. I'll see you there. Good night. Text X Factor to 83339 to get the very latest news and gossip from the show, plus lots more on your mobile. Cost us 2 standard network rate messages. Your mobile network operator may charge you premium rate costs for using internet or WAP services. You can see the Extra Factor, the result at 10:45 right here on ITV2. But next tonight, it's pranks and no heroics.